We're now going over to, we're coming down from Gauteng. We're going to travel to the Western Cape, and we're going to ask Russell Andrews, the principal of Keria Primary in Atlantis, to speak. Over to you, Russell. Please note that Russell's has some challenges with his internet, so he's not going to show his face, but he will certainly show his video, not his video, his PowerPoint. All right. So over to you, Russell. Welcome, and thank you for choosing to speak to us this afternoon.
Hi, thank you, Selvin. Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, Russell is not here, the Russell that you've got on your program, because this Russell is spelled with 2 L's. Keria is also not here because it's spelled with 2 R's. Just to start off, sorry, it's just, I'm going to share my screen now.
We can see your screen, certainly, Russell, we can.
Okay, you can see, right.
Yep.
Selvin and ladies and gentlemen, my name is Russell Andrews, and I'm the principal at Keria Primary, or Keria Primary, whichever way you want to pronounce it. We are situated in Atlantis. Some people call it the lost city of Atlantis. We've got 1,392 learners approximately. And yes, we're serving the community of a suburb called Protea Park. There's an informal settlement, Witstrand, that's also very close to us, where some of our learners come from, and then also some from farms in the area. Our school, some of the people who's watching this now would say, but I've seen this. I've used this in 2017 at a Wise Hub Summit in Bloemfontein. The topic was set the pace and stay the course. And I thought this is actually quite fitting, and it fits into our discussion today. And subheadings of setting goals, creating common vision, leading through participation. And I think Mohali has also referred to some of those things. So that will be my focus today, and looking at what are we doing at our school, and maybe eventually.
Russell, sorry, can you unmute yourself? Here we go.
Okay, I did that just now. Okay, so yeah, so what I'll be looking at today is what's happening at our school and how are we doing things. And obviously, even in these times that we are moving now, things didn't start right here. I mean, I've been at the school since 2014, so I've come a long way, a few years at the school, and I have some ideas that I would like to share with you of where I basically come from. It seems my PowerPoint is now stuck. I'm just going to try and.
I would suggest you go out and come back in again from the PowerPoint.
Okay, there we go. Yes, Selvin and colleagues and friends, I developed a personal motto in my beginning years of teaching in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, and that says, do not look at what and how much or how little other people or others are doing, but rather forge ahead to the best of your ability for the good of the greater cause. And that is something that I'm trying to also carry over to my colleagues in the school, so that we have a mindset of, I'm working here with human beings, I'm working here with children, and I need to see how I can do what I can do best for their benefit. And very importantly, of course, in this whole scenario of the school setup and where people are trying to do their best, if you don't have a team that's pulling the cart with you, then obviously you're going to struggle. And I must really say that the team that I have is a wonderful team. People who'd offer up their time, not only during normal school hours. We sometimes at school until about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, over weekends, because we know where we're going, and I'm going to show you as we go along what we intend and what we try to do. Now, the focus of our school, as you can see on the picture on the right there, our children are our greatest treasure. And as in all schools, the core business of a school is to deliver the curriculum. But we believe that together with that, a child should be given every opportunity to excel in terms of academics, culture, sport, and even socially. So the curriculum and education can't be seen in a vacuum, that the child must just be taught every day. We just transmit knowledge to them. We try to do it over a wider spectrum, to sort of reach them holistically. And we as a team, we are trying to, and we're getting to the point where we can achieve. We are a no-fee school, um, and that obviously means that there are certain challenges in terms of that, of what we can provide for the learners, additional to the normal, or just having a school there with desks and classrooms and so on. So we're working towards getting something better for our learners. And our baseline to what we're trying to achieve at the school. We have encompassed, and we have gotten onto the idea that we should be focusing on values-driven teaching and values-driven learning. We also come from a position where we ask of our learners and our staff that we should have respect for everyone. We inspire our team, myself and the SMT of our school, try to inspire our team continuously. Communication is obviously also a very important aspect in the school environment. I try to be transparent so that people can know why we are doing certain things, what we are doing, and eventually we'll get to what our goals are and what our vision is. And we allow and we encourage our colleagues to take initiative, to do things on their own and share with the rest of the staff. And then obviously we also develop our team regularly by having certain courses, trainings, workshops, sessions where we just talk to each other, and we share skills and we share best practices. And then obviously I try to ask of my team to display passion. Now that's something obviously that comes from the heart, and I try to ask my colleagues to do that. If you look at that picture on the right-hand side there, a saying or a quote from Barack Obama, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek, and that is also something that I like to share with my colleagues, and that we try to work towards to effect change. Change is obviously something that people don't. Sometimes people are not open to change because they've been doing things like this for the past 20 and 30 and 40 years. So why do you want to come and change things now? But I think some of my colleagues have seen the results. I can remember at a previous school where I was the principal, I told the staff, we're not going to print any notices, any messages, anything from the department. I will create an email address for you and I will send all of those. And the one gentleman, quite an elderly gentleman, said, "Sir, I know my street address, but I don't know anything about an email address. So rather give me the hard copy." But people are moving and realizing that we can't stay behind. We need to move with the times, with the developments and the technology that we have. And then our school has got core values: respect, trust, discipline, honesty, caring, and accountability. And we try to live out those values. And that brings us to where I'm going in terms of vision and goals and so on. So we also very positive about our school's brand, and that's why you will see the school's logo almost everywhere. So we're trying to also inculcate those values into our children, um, and starting with the respect, starting with the trust, the discipline, self-discipline, honesty, um, and that we have a sense of caring amongst our learners, which we hope that they will carry out into the community. And then obviously we need to be accountable for what we want to achieve and for what we do and for what we stand for. Then our goals and our vision. When I started out at the school, we 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 had one of our goals was we want to get our learners on par with the global village through the e-learning effort, and I can say that we've achieved quite a lot. We've got in the Western Cape what they call uh, a model school e-learning initiative, and our school is became one of 8 primary schools in the province that became a model school. We were supplied with all the technological equipment that we required. Each teacher got a laptop, each learner. At that stage, we were 1,250 learners. Each one got a tablet device. We've got smart classrooms through the whole school. So those are the things that we could um, take on and build on through teamwork, through the educators believing in that goal, believing in the vision. And another dream that we had was we had this, if you look at the picture on the left, a classroom, a library where the books were just stacked there. Nothing was happening. And then we started an initiative to get our library the way it is at the moment. We were successful in getting an organization to fund us to appoint a library assistant, and we getting continuously we're getting upgraded in terms of new materials, new books, new resources. Um, and yes, so those are the things that through our goals and our visions and the values that we hang on to, that those things we could achieve that. Then also very importantly, we saw that in our school, we've got learners with a lot of mother tongues. We are a dual medium school with Afrikaans and English as the languages, the official languages, or LOT as we call it. But we also have isiXhosa. We also have other African languages. We have Congolese and we have Somalian learners and from all over Africa. So we succeeded in getting 4 people to assist in the grade 1 group as language assistants to improve the language. And that is also, we're getting the benefits of that as we speak. Then something that most of the poorer schools in our communities never had, where for other schools, it was maybe something natural. It came with the school. Our school got a school hall after 32 years. And once again, working together with the staff, that is what we could achieve. So sorry, I'm freezing again, Salvan. I'm just going to stop sharing again.
Russell, you have less than 3 minutes left, eh?
Okay, okay. Let me move. Okay. How do we cope in difficult times? We are in difficult times now. We reach out to our learners, to our communities, by handing out food parcels. That's what we did last year when schools were closed for the lockdown. We try to share and communicate with learners and parents on a constant basis regarding the COVID protocols. We've got the community involved. If you look at this picture, unfortunately, Uncle Peter passed away in the last few months of last year due to COVID, but that man was at our school every morning from our were gone. So we got buy-in from our community. Sorry. Uh, what we think is important is obviously our communication with staff, communication with learners, parents, community, the WCED, and all our business partners. That's part of what we cherish, because we are successful in doing that, having an open channel of communication with all the stakeholders in our school. And why are we doing all of these? We make learning and education more attractive and interesting to our learners. We promote continuous development of the staff. We get our parents to see that they can be part of this organization. And we develop and instill a pride and a belonging, with the ultimate goal of getting outstanding development in our community. And this leads obviously to, if we do all of those things that I've shown you before, enthusiastic staff, positive learners, we can focus on the future, and we can, in the same instance, help to uplift our community. And ultimately, what the idea is to go out there and to do things, to create opportunities for our learners, so that they can be successful adults in our society. And we open the doors of learning to our learners, and then also show them what can be achieved by doing that, setting the pace, staying the course, going the extra mile. Yeah, a few years back, this is what our school entrance looked like, and now this is what it looks like today. And just the last one, I've got a quote from Dr. David Malapo, who says, "If you are not growing, you are dying." Just to sum up then, also in this current situation that we are, there's a lot of challenges. And with our school's positive attitude, we are trying to maneuver around the challenges that we have. We communicate with our education department, with our district officers, and obviously I, as the link between the school and the district, keep them up to informed of what's happening at the school, what the challenges are, why we cannot do certain things, like I mentioned in the breakaway room. It's impossible for us to go back to a normal all children in school from Monday, because we don't have the classroom space, we don't have additional educators. So that is a major challenge for us, and we hope that the department will see it that way, and will accommodate us in terms of that. So yeah, Selwyn, I think that's about it. My sharing of what I would like to share, or I wanted to share with you guys.